What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Reality Kingdom, where we put the real in reality or whatever, period. I'm Pharaoh. This is Lee.
This is Lee, and you're watching Disney Channel.
We're not actually. I would rather be watching Disney Channel.
Yeah, girl. Here we're at the finale. As y'all know,
we're not. We're not actually.
We're not even at the finale. We're at part one of a two-part season finale. I mean, the ones who've been here, the fans of the challenge, y'all know. We hate to love it. Hey, T-Fran, how you doing, sister? We hate to love it. It's just when it gets to this point, there's really nothing enjoyable about it. Like, quite literally, yes, two parts. The finale is next week. Mind you, we skip Christmas, we skip New Year's, we skip Halloween, we skip Thanksgiving. Like, this shit has been on for, I want to say, 19 months. Why are you playing cards?
Something more entertaining. Yeah, Lee said it all.
Mm-hmm.
The season has been on for a while. I don't give a fuck. Quite literally. There's like not any more fucks less that I could have.
And so, I mean, it felt like that definitely like episodes ago. And that's the thing, it's like I can't even be excited fully for the final because I've been bored out of my mind for so long. True. And now that we're here, like I'm already seeing like the breakdown of the player comparisons. It's like, girl, we know who's gonna win.
We know who the fuck wins.
Let's go ahead and get to it. Like,
especially these 4 stations. Like,
literally,
I just saw the winner of the 4 stations.
Literally, and then also it's like, it's going on for so long, and it's just like there's just no interest as to like who actually wins at this point. And it's like you already have 90 minutes. Why are we cutting it into 2 parts? Like, why are we breaking it up? And this is what Pharaoh said on the phone earlier. Like, there's also the reunion. We don't cover the reunion.
We don't cover reunion.
We will never care. We will
don't ever expect it.
We will never cover a challenge reunion. I don't give a damn. Maybe All Stars 5, because that's an actual limited season up to at least 11 episodes.
Yeah.
But y'all give us 19 episodes. Then you give us a 20th episode as the reunion. Sometimes it's a 2-part, 3-part reunion.
Yep.
And then right after that, we get All Stars 5. Now, same
literally
Jay Griff period. I'm ready for the season to end because I'm ready for All Stars 5. I'm so excited for All Stars 5. I think All Stars 5 could literally, barring Challenge USA, some of the girls don't count her. I get it. I think Challenge All Star 5 can be one of their best seasons in a while. The cast seems fun. From what the streets are saying, there's drama unless they cut it out for some strange reason, like they seem to do. It can be a great season. My thing is it going to be 90 minutes? I'm like, this better not be 90 minutes. Don't try to extend something that doesn't need to be extended. This better be 10 40-minute episodes like how we do on Paramount Plus. Don't try to give us extra on extra. I don't need that. Because that's what makes it boring. Why are we stretching these shits out? I don't need these things stretched out. Why am I watching? By the time we get to the final, I've seen these 8 people for months.
Yep. And honestly, I was very excited for All Stars 5, but because I've been drained from this season, as they tend to do, they're like vampire-like vessels, the way they drain the energy from you with these shows, truly. So at first, I was extremely excited for All Stars 5, and I was excited for it to come later. After some time after this season, I've gotten, itch for the challenge again, then it comes around. That's what's smart about spacing your seasons apart. You keep the viewers wanting it. Now, I don't need more of the challenge. So now that All Stars 5 is coming, I'm gagged. The cast looks amazing. I feel like it will be a good season, but because I'm coming right off of a challenge season, I'm scared that I'm going to feel a repetitiveness in my life that I don't want.
Because that's
I just got it over and over.
Even when they change the format, it's a very repetitive, especially when they get to like the middle of the game. I think that the All-Star seasons, because they've been so short, while they do get boring, the previous ones that we've covered on the channel, it ends very quickly. By the time it gets boring, it's over in like 3 episodes. Boom.
Thank
you
God.
know, I think USA had the same effect where it's like there's a dip, but once the dip hits, we're at the final. So it's over. And the issue with the flagship is that it lasts for 20 fucking episodes. And when that hits, it lasts for like 10 of those 19 episodes. Like we're still here bored out of our minds. Like it's so bad. It's so disappointing. Like they really don't know what to do with their show. And like what they say in the comments, like, Connor, I agree with you. I'll take 90 minutes of Davon. They're not going to give us 90 minutes of Davon. They're going to fuck around and do bullshit. And I agree with this comment right here, J Griff, period. If they have 90 minutes, it better show the actual drama. It's counterproductive if they don't do it. They haven't done it with any of the flagship versions I've heard recently. Now, I don't know about Battle for a New Champion. I heard that Battle for a New Champion was kind of good because they did show some of the drama. I don't know if they're switching it up maybe, and there just wasn't a lot on 40. But I've also heard some of the fights from 40 have been cut out. So, you know, what will make All-Stars 5 if they show all of the shit that we've heard that went down on the season? If they don't show it, and they give us 90 minutes, it's just like,
then what are you doing? It's counterproductive, like Jay Griff said, honestly. So I'm hoping for the best. I do think All-Stars 5 will be a very good season. I hope that 1 week break we get, I'll be able to refresh my brain on the challenge, because I actually do like the concept of the challenge. I don't want the challenge to end. I don't want the challenge to be canceled.
I just want
feel like what it does, I just want it to be better. I feel like what it does is important. It's great. It's wonderful. I just want it to be better. And I do want them to do it with people who I care about, no shade, which is why I'm excited for All-Stars 5. They have a lot of the good, like very iconic past players on All-Stars 5. And that's what I need. Or I don't need any returnees at all. No shade. If you're going to keep giving me on the Challenge 42, Anissa and Josh, no shade, keep it.
Jordan and
Tori. And Jordan and Tori and Devin and Johnny Bananas. I keep it. I don't need that over and over and over and over and over again. I promise you. So if they're going to keep doing that for the challenge, I mean, shit, you might as well end, because I don't need it anymore. But if y'all are going to give us iconic casts like the Challenge All-Stars 5, keep doing that. Or I don't know why they took Challenge USA off of Paramount. I don't know why they haven't renewed it. I don't know why they're having another season, because for me, I actually enjoyed that. I know some of the girls didn't give a fuck. I gave a fuck. So
no, like, as someone who, you know, really are connected to the CBS shows, can I just say them removing Challenge USA is so disappointing. I know the girls don't agree. I know we got some OG Challenge fans in the chat. Eat us up. Eat us up. I'm sorry. I love Challenge USA, and I'll repeat it again. It's because they took what was so good about the challenge and brought it to the CBS version. I understand if you don't care for Amazing Race, Big Brother, Survivor like that, it wouldn't be as interesting. That's like watching bitches from Vanderpump Rules and All I Want for Christmas and Love Island and Europeans come play. You're not getting any difference. But me, someone who has watched every season of Big Brother, almost every season of Survivor, some seasons of Amazing Race, especially the most recent ones, Challenge USA was the perfect melting pot, especially USA 2, when they brought the challenge people. I knew everybody. I was having a good time, a really good time. Like, for me, the challenge, the format that I originally fell in love with, could really thrive on CBS. It was getting up to 2 million views a week at that. So I'm just like, why the fuck are they not keeping it going? Like, I think it would be beneficial for MTV, Paramount, and CBS to keep this show going, and no one cares to do so. And I think that's just the main issue with Paramount right now. The streets are saying Paramount is going broke. If you've noticed, the new main girls are Peacock. You know, Netflix always has her top spot, and Disney Plus is doing her goddamn thing.
Of course.
All of the other girls, they're struggling. That's why Paramount, they merged with, I think, Stars, and then they have to remove so much of their shit. Y'all, I went to cancel my Paramount subscription 3 months ago. They said, we'll give you 3 months free if you stay. I took the 3 months free and then just canceled yesterday. I'm not playing with them. You know, when we did Jersey Shore earlier today, I didn't watch it on Paramount. I watched it on Disney. I don't need Paramount for shit.
Amen.
And that's the conclusion that a lot of people are coming to. The girls don't need Paramount. So I think they're struggling to figure out, how can we get a streaming service that actually brings the girl in? But the issue is, y'all have connections to iconic shows, yet y'all don't push them in a way that will be interesting. They're so focused on being, I think, family friendly. Yeah. And it's really fucking their own network up, especially because I get it. CBS, Paramount. I guess I understand the family friendliness of it. MTV is not family friendly. VH1 is not family friendly. We don't need family friendly shit. Okay, MTV is supposed to be ratchet, good reality TV. If there are fights, if people are getting cussed out, if people are talking bad about someone's family, show it all. That's what made these reality shows famous. It's just like it's crazy that they have the format and don't know how to figure it out. And it's not just with the challenge. Are You the One season 9 was on Paramount Plus, the worst season of all time. They cut out all the fights. We had cast members DMing us talking about something. Yeah, they cut this.
They left out this, and this. I'm like, damn, why?
The channel that created the Real World, not even giving us that. They tried to give us the Homecoming Real World, canceled that. Yep. It's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck are y'all doing? Is the question.
Is it so hard? Like, I don't. Because when it comes to like casting new people, and this is why I think CBS kind of keeps its crown a little bit, even throughout the years, is because at this point, what other reality show is casting original cast members other than Amazing Race, Survivor, and Big Brother? It seems.
Yeah, everything.
else it's some new ones like Deal No Deal Island coming out, type shit. Stuff like that, but it's rare when a reality TV show now is, I feel like, casting regular people, not just like the biggest influencer or the biggest person that and even has a lot of money. Like, I just feel like it's just bad. It's just bad. And then the thing is, Peacock does it better. Netflix does it better.
Yeah.
Like, why can't they get it together? I don't understand it.
Dumb. It's really bad. I also don't get the family friendly thing, because just make a kid section to the app. It's very simple. Netflix does it. Everybody does it. Like, it really doesn't make sense to me, but we'll move. The Night Owl Hour. Let's address this. Take away Lee's phone. Wanting to be the sign that Kyland relieved himself on is insane. So y'all know there's a scene in the episode. If you follow us on Twitter, I quoted the tweet with the scene where Kyland is peeing on the sign.
Let's not talk about it.
No, let's talk. That's how he feels about it. Lee, how do you feel about that sign?
I mean, if I could be a sign, I would choose that one. Let's just say that.
Wow. Anyway,
you're not gonna judge me. All the crazy shit you got here and say on this podcast.
I'm not judging. You spill it. You spilling for yourself. Like you.
I'm telling my truth.
You telling your truth. Speak your truth, King. Now let's get into the episode. Unfortunately, Willie Lloyd says Jordan is definitely winning. Like, he's dominating the finals. I wish someone else got first other than Jordan, because him winning would be boring. I said the same thing to Lee. I was like,
he get first at every checkpoint?
Yes.
The literal triathloner?
Yes. And I was telling Lee, I was like, honestly, the season, I told y'all this on a few podcasts ago when it started getting boring, 10 episodes ago, no shade. I was like, the season is actually really good. The only issue is it's starting to feel like we'll get a predictable winner, or like just a boring winner. This is such an iconic season. I really did prefer like a winner that was more surprising. Like, if Derek wins, he still could. They're still, I guess, have a chance. Like, if Derek wins, that would be iconic for me. Like, I will feel good if Kyland were to win. Exactly.
Girl, please hang it up. Hang it up. Exactly. I can't have this conversation no more. After we just saw this episode where Jordan ate all of these bitches up. Like,
but I'm just saying that would be the only way I would be interested in the result. No shade. Jordan or Johnny winning, I don't give a fuck.
You know what? That's the thing is, the only thing that sounds like can stop Jordan from winning would be the karma points. And that would be bullshit. At the end of the day, I don't like the challenge for a lot of reasons, like how they like how the people play the game. Where are you going with this? I just hate how like the meta for the challenge is so, I guess, physical. Like, sometimes I really want the strategy to be put into it more. That's why I like Challenge USA.
Yeah.
However, the grand scheme of it, at the end of the day, when you're in that final challenge, your final performance matters. I hate Jordan, but the nigga here, he eating it up. I can't get mad. He deserves to win. If someone crossed the finish line first and they don't win because of some goddamn karma points, what the fuck are we watching?
What the fuck are we watching?
Better not happen. If that happens, that's some bullshit. Or if you're fucking third, you somehow get second or first because of karma points. That shit happens, because it's kind of like a jury, kind of, and like a Big Brother or Survivor, where the people eliminated get to vote who wins. But the reason why they stopped having the whole cast vote is because the whole cast know what the fuck they're talking about. You mean bitches that went home on day one? which
can
over like
decide who
90
wins on those.
days ago get to choose who deserves to win.
And then in the cast where there's some people who have 30 friends because they played 30 seasons, some people have 0 friends because they've only played 1 season. That would just be very unfair. If we got a situation like hypothetically, I think the newest person here is Kyland, right? Kyland and Jenny. If we had a situation where Kyland and Jenny were going to get 1st or 2nd place, but instead they're getting 3rd or 4th, because the karma points, that would piss me the fuck off because they don't know anybody. Literally. Of course, Jenny isn't going to get the karma points to get 1st place. So if they actually affect it based on the karma points, and then someone like Jenny doesn't win, because Jenny got 1st place in 3 of these challenges. If Jenny doesn't get 1st place in the season because of the karma points, I'm not watching another challenge. Like, I don't know. That's just gonna piss me the fuck off. Because what the fuck are we watching then in that
like, girl, you can get last and still win. Don't piss me the fuck off.
Don't piss me off. Please. I'm begging you. Because I'm already forcing myself to watch your show. So if you do some dumb shit by the end of the show, that's gonna piss me the fuck off. And then I'm not even gonna watch moving forward ever again. I already don't want to because the shit gets boring at the last 10 episodes. How is only half of your show good? Why don't you stop it halfway through? So anywho, we're here. We started off the show. Of course, they're on that raggedy ass fucking boat. On the raggedy ass boat, we're here at the final. It's the final 4 boys, the final 4 girls. I'm pulling it up. If you visual, go to YouTube. You know the tea.
Oh yeah, and then at the beginning of the episode, they tried to get into their stats. Let me pull it up because I went and got some. So of course, these are the people representing the eras for the final. Era 1, we have Rachel been holding it down literally since the original twist of the season, been holding it down by herself. And this is her 4th final. She already has 2 wins. So if she wins this one, this would be 3 wins out of 4 finals. That's pretty impressive.
Hold on, Lee. I just realized. Why the fuck don't we know who won? We just watched. Like, wait a minute. We just watched Rachel get 3rd place in all 3 of the sections she just played. Isn't she losing?
Yeah.
What else is there to see? Like, why are we speculating if Rachel wins? Rachel can't win unless she wins all the karma points, which would be bullshit. But she quite literally can't win at this point. You got 3rd place in 3 of the 4 checkpoints, right? Isn't it only? It's only.
But you know how the last few challenges have been. This first section doesn't fully determine what happens in the second portion because it's gonna be a whole different part. She could beast that, and then that could change everything, especially with the karma point. So we really won't know until the end. I just think, unfortunately, like usually, I mean, every season of the challenge, All Stars USA, they do like an elimination factor. And we didn't get that this first episode, which is also interesting. Are they not going to eliminate people, or are they saving all of that for the second part? Like, I would have at least much rather see 2 people go home this episode. Give me something. We got nothing. We got nothing. And you had 90 minutes.
Yeah, there was no reason for them to. I was telling Lee, they could have everything they showed us this episode could have fit within the first 30 minutes of the episode, because the first 3 sections were all the same thing. Swim, do a puzzle, swim, do a puzzle, swim, do a puzzle. You could have cut that up. There were so many moments where it's just Rachel saying, Tori just got finished with her puzzle, which means I have to finish my puzzle quick, or else she's gonna beat me back to the boat because we have to swim. So therefore, I'm gonna finish my puzzle. Hop to Michelle. Tori and Rachel are finishing their puzzle, which means I'm gonna have to finish.
And it's 90 minutes of that. And that isn't necessarily bad when it's like 40 minutes. Hell, if you even like just give it 60 minutes, but 90 minutes, it's like, it's a long time.
Because it's just over and over again. It's like they're just narrating, honestly, for lack of a better words, a weak ass challenge. This was a very simple. These sections, it's just not strong to me. I don't find this final strong. I think it's unique because let's just get into it. What it is.
Well, I wanted to go through the eras too. So we have era 2. Derek and Bananas. This is Derek's second final. He hasn't won one yet. I mean, his first one was an All Stars 4.
It was.
So this is back to back for him. Then we have Bananas. This is his 13th final. This is across all versions of the challenge.
Oh, okay.
And he has 8 wins out of all of
them. He's good.
Yeah,
that's actually crazy.
And then Jordan. This is his 7th final overall, and he has 4 wins.
Okay, so if he wins this, he would have won 5 out of 7. That's crazy. Tori, this is her 7th final. She's only had 1 win.
No shade. Jenny, this is Jenny's second final.
Okay.
And she already has a win. So if she wins this, it will be 2 out of 2.
Really? Interesting.
And then Kyland, first final. Michelle, first final. So I'm actually shocked that by the end of it, Era 4 has the most people. At the beginning, I thought Era 2 was very stacked. The fact that Era 2 had all the big bralette girlies, and we're left with Derek and Johnny Bananas, shocking to me. I think Era 3, at the beginning, we mentioned that it isn't necessarily the strongest team Era 3 could have, put up. So I'm not shocked that we're down to Jordan and Tori at all, really. And then Rachel being the last one from Era 1, it's like, that's also pretty shocking, but they all went home so early that it's like, well, we knew that. We knew that for weeks at this point.
Also, I feel like the format of this season with the Target twist, it made it different how people got to the end. That's why people like Michelle and Derek are here. Honestly, they have great social games. So this season, I feel like was more so based off of the social part because of this twist they had. Because the Bralette girls, let's face it, they whooping most of these girls' ass. Laurel and Emily, whatever that girl name was, like they're better. They're better at some of these challenges. It's just when they got into this split house and we're all definitely going to put these 3 girls in, and then if one of the girls wins, the other 2 are definitely going. It just made it to where we're not technically, in my opinion, seeing the best of the best physically. We're just kind of seeing, it's still great to have a social game, so there's no shade on that. It's just, this is just a little bit different results, I think. Joseph says Kyland flopping and Derek slaying, best New Year's ever. Period.
Oh my God. Well, period for making it rain, but I'm gonna need you to get off my man.
No, stay on that man. Because Lee, you said it best.
I mean, we'll get into it.
We'll get into it because you said it best. But no, honestly, great stats for some of them, bad stats for some of them. No shade. Because Tori, why you only got one win? Tori better win again.
No, that's the thing. If Tori don't win this season, and then Jenny or Rachel get it, they definitely deserve to be on the Mount Rushmore.
Or Michelle. Oh wait, they don't. Michelle don't deserve to be on the thing. But I'm thinking Tori's doing so bad that even Michelle could win over her. Based on these checkpoints.
I don't know what Tori has been doing. Like, World Championship, she made the final, got last. USA made the final, got last. This time, she's not doing that well. I mean, she's not doing the worst, right? But
she is doing the worst.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tori, mama.
And her and Rachel are doing terrible.
We're having Mount Rushmore conversations? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. Her and Rachel are doing very bad. Yeah. But, I don't know what happened. Tori just is bad at finals. It's crazy because her and Kyland did great in the mini final, but they're doing so bad here. But I will say the mini final was very, very different skill set. Very different skill set than this. Like you could tell it was mini because all they had to do was like climb a hill or whatever it was.
Oh, let me get off Tori Nick. She didn't get last in World Championship. She got second. Still lost. And that's my problem. You were supposed to be Miss Mount Rushmore.
Miss Mount Rushmore.
And you lost the rookies in USA too. You lost the rookies in World Championship.
Yeah, she missed Statue of Liberty at most.
Or who won championship? I know Jordan won. Who else? Who was the girl that won?
That girl who was from a different country, from the UK.
Yeah, she did. She did. Ate her up. And it's like, Tori, you supposed to be Miss Mount Rushmore. What's T?
She was really good. I wish that girl, I forgot that girl name. But I wish she was on one of these seasons because I remember.
Oh, Kaz. Yes, I like Kaz.
I remember liking her a lot. She was really cool. A lot of the world champion people I actually really liked. To be honest.
Kiki was fun. I love Kiki.
Oh, I love KK and Kai. Yeah, I loved them. But yeah, we're here. So for the final, they're on this ugly ass boat. And on the boat, they have to swim to checkpoints, or they're going to go to different checkpoints, and you'll have to swim to it, do a puzzle basically, and then swim back to the boat. The boat is the start line and the finish line. Mm-hmm. So what they're doing with this is you're going to get first, second, third, and fourth place. They're going to tally all of that up, and they're going to tally up the karma points, which TJ revealed to them is something that they're going to actually include. And when they tally all of that up, they'll determine the placements at the end, basically, based on that. Now, I don't necessarily understand what's going to be weighted, who's going to have more points, what's going to matter more. So I guess we'll just have to see for that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of that will get revealed because he also mentioned someone will have an advantage and a disadvantage. Yes. So that'll likely just be mentioned when we do the second part in the next episode.
Yes. So Yeah, so they're gonna have four stations. They have to complete that, and I guess that's the first part of the final.
Yeah,
And that's what we saw today. So yeah, no shade. I thought it was very unique that it was like water based and they were in this boat. I thought that was really cool,
I
but
did like it.
I just didn't like that every task was a puzzle. Like it was the same task over and over again. For me, it got repetitive. I'm like, okay, they're swimming doing a puzzle. At least swim
And
and
that's
do something else.
basically what they ended up saying. It's like, well, the puzzle really isn't the hard part. It's all this goddamn swimming you got to
Yeah.
be doing. And I do slightly want to address that only because I did notice my man Kyland was struggling really, really bad. And I wanted him to eat up this final. I did. But I think it does baffle me that, you know, he's kind of known for training for the challenge. He's kind of went back, he watched the seasons, he realizes what physical attributes you need to, I guess, win a final or do well in the challenge. And he didn't practice his swimming. Now, I realize that swimming isn't necessarily a huge part of any of the finals that I can think of. I will give him that. However, I feel like for a show that, you know, prides itself being like, oh, like the fifth sport, really intense, really hardcore, why would you practice everything but swimming?
Yeah.
Because they do swimming in challenges. It's not like I feel like this is the most swimming I've seen, but they have done swimming challenges before. And it's like you could get home on a swimming. Get home. Damn, I can't even talk. You could not sit home on a swimming purge or a swimming elimination. So it's like I just feel like for Kyland, like I just think like, why didn't you also prepare for that? Because I can't swim. But I feel like if I went on the challenge, I would want to learn how to swim the best at it. Because that's the thing. You want to come on here to win. Yeah. Like at the end of the day, you know Jordan does triathlons. Jordan can swim, he can run, he can climb, he can jump. If you can't do all of those things,
stay home
at least the best of your ability. I don't know. Like I can't like I understand why they're upset, but I just feel like this is another part of the challenge. Yeah. If you can't do it, you can't do it. Because I think if it wasn't mostly swimming, then it would be mostly running or mostly cycling or mostly climbing. It will be mostly something else that maybe someone else can't do well.
Yeah.
So it's not really on the producer's fault that most people can't swim that well. But it does suck. But most things in the challenge suck. They don't care about fairness.
They very much so don't. I do agree with what you're saying though. Honestly, I would prefer a more, I guess, well-rounded final. Like I don't like any final that's just one of one thing. I would prefer if they swam and then climbed a rock or swam and then ate some hot dogs. I don't know. I would prefer a little bit more. But then again, I don't necessarily
maybe like a shorter swim. That is a long ass fucking swim. They're like in the middle of the ocean and they have to swim to the island. Like that's a long. And then
that's when they have to swim to a boat. It's just a lot.
I don't think the challenge. Like I don't even think they test their challenges.
Yeah, I don't think
they claim they do, but I'm just like, did that have to be that long of a swim? But it seems like for the finals, everything is extra just to tire them out. Like,
yeah,
it actually matters. They just want them to be as tired as possible.
100%. That's definitely what this gave for sure. But yeah, so they just had to each station they had to swim somewhere and do a puzzle and swim back. And a part of me, the reason I kind of didn't love it is because first of all, it wouldn't be bad if the final was not split into two parts, because this whole first part, the same people are getting first place and the same people are basically coming in last place. So for me, I'm just like, okay, we knew that by the first station because the first station was swimming in the puzzle. So if station 2 and 3 are swimming in the puzzle, why would we get different results? Like, duh. I don't necessarily get that. So I just feel like that part threw me off. There was some variety with the girl side a little more, but with the boy side, it was very.
I mean, Jordan's here. Like literally, our only hope for defeating Jordan was Kyland being some crazy dark horse. Yeah. But he's never seen a final. Like, best believe the thing about Kyland, which I respect about him, is that now that he did so bad with the swimming on this one, best believe he gonna come back Michael Phelps in this bitch. Okay. No. Ryan Lochte in this bitch. Like, y'all are not about to see Kyland in that water after this season. 100%. But like, Jordan is here. He does triathlons for fun. The man is, as soon as what's the nigga name? TJ announced that we in the final, and I looked over and saw Jordan, I would have went home. I was like, girl, let me go and go home.
Damn, I didn't get
take my Skype and get up out of here.
Child. Joseph says, honestly, watching Derek low-key dominating the final behind Jordan is so cool, especially considering he's OG MTV. It's been years since we see him return. I wouldn't be mad if he became regular. I agree. I actually like Derek in some forms. He's not the most dramatic.
I agree with that because we kind of said it in the last podcast, like a good thing about this final is that it started with 40 people and we actually ended up with some people who've never seen a final. This is their second final like him. We haven't seen Rachel in a while. She comes back, she's in a final. So you still get like the boring Jordan, Tori, bananas, but I think everyone else is a switch up, and specifically Derek. Like I think Derek represents a lot. When he's gay, he's like an underdog, and he hasn't necessarily been considered the greatest challenger. So him eating it up, I definitely agree. I love that. And honestly, he's likable. So I don't know what the karma points are going to give. I know Jordan hasn't pissed anybody off, but people really like Derek. So who knows if he can stay on Jordan's ass? Girl, that would be a gag if Derek.
That would be a gag. That would be a gag. Ciao. Bye. Okay, so they start off, and Derek does have a penalty. Damn, and he had a penalty. He was eating it the fuck up. The fuck. But yeah, he did start off with a penalty. I guess it was just for the first station because. Or is it for all? Girl, I don't fucking know. It's 3-minute penalty. Oh, it was just for the first station because he had to wait 3 minutes before he can get in the water.
Yeah,
and he still got
that Kyland was going slow. He was like, "Please blow that whistle."
Yeah, child. So station 1, of course, they swam and did a puzzle. They're all the same, but the results were Jordan got first on this first station. Kyland got last on. Fuck it. Jordan got first on all three. And Kyland got last on all 3. Let's clear that up.
Damn.
Derek and Johnny, they
and I meant to ask that. Yeah. So that last one that it ended on, that was the 4th one.
That was the 4th one. It never finished.
Why didn't they just finish that? All 4 of the checkpoints in this episode. Why are we?
That's why I was like, is there a second part to this, or is this the last check? I guess they're gonna finish the last checkpoint the beginning of next episode, and then do the second half of the challenge, and then reveal all the point and then do the tally of the points. My thing is, I don't like watching it and having to wait for the results. We're gonna see Jordan cross the finish line, and then we're still gonna have to wait for him to tally the karma points afterwards. What are we doing? Anyways, so
paint dry.
So Jordan bodied this entire station, all 3 of the stations, because frankly, it's the same thing over and over again. So when he bodied the first one, I would have assumed he bodied the other ones.
Hello.
Kyland.
And why wouldn't they switch that up?
Why would they do the same thing, Lee?
If you're good at the first one, of course you're probably going to.
Why do it 3 times? It should have just been 1. And they should, because
but they're going to then randomly the 4th one is different.
They're going to tally it up. So it's like, why even waste everyone's time on tallying the first 3 when you could have just went based off of the first round, because their tally is probably going to be the results of the first round because it's the same thing over and over again anyways. So the only thing that switched up for the boys was that Derek got second this round and Johnny got third. But for the other 2 stations, Johnny got second and Derek got third. So Johnny and Derek are going tit for tat. So they're very close for second place. Jordan's in first, Kyland's in last. For the girls, though, it was a little bit different. Station 1 for the girls, Michelle got first.
Period. Mama ate that up.
Bodied it the fuck up. Jenny got second, and then Tori and Rachel got third and fourth. Now, the next 2 rounds, it was a switch up because Jenny got first. From here on, Jenny got first the next 2 rounds.
She kind of gagged it. She
gagged it. So she got second the first round and then first the next 2. So Jenny's in the lead for the girls for sure. And then Tori got second the second round. So she kind of was trying to find her footing. Rachel got third. And then Michelle got last. So it was bad for Michelle. Then, but this is the thing. On checkpoint 3, we just go back to how it was with checkpoint 1. Because Jenny's first, Michelle's second. Rachel's third, Tori's fourth. It's like, it's basically the same results. Rachel and Tori suck at the swimming. Michelle and Jenny are good at it. Like for majority of this, Michelle and Jenny had the better scores. Rachel and Tori had,
and that's really what it is. It's like, what sucks is that, especially if someone's getting eliminated, because we don't know what's going to matter more, the karma points or the checkpoint. But it's like, if you are like, if swimming is your 1 weak point, you're out.
Yeah,
you really are. And it's like, I could see Tori beating Jenny and like a running and mountain climbing type of final, but like these little checkpoint things, it's like. It's really skewing them, especially with Rachel, because I thought Rachel was gonna body this final. Like the way they built up Rachel's game, I was like, oh, she's about to come in here really eating it, being the front runner. And as of now, I'm like, ooh, well, I'm not gagging.
So it's very likely if someone's eliminated, it will be Kyland for sure. And then for the girls, it's either Rachel or Tori because they've both done bad. It just depends on this last fourth checkpoint, which is they basically have tired them out all day and now they're going to sleep deprive them because every 30 minutes they have to count some coins, and then after that 30 minutes they have to go and sing this song, and then they have to go back and continue to count. At the end of it, whoever has the most accurate count of how much the coins add up to price wise will get first, and then second and third and fourth for the least accurate.
And baby, they be mad with me. I'm Angela from USA 1. Okay, I'm going to sleep.
No, why did they take her? Why did they let her sleep all night and then tell her the next morning she had to go home? That was the most stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. Are you
like they really played in her face? Like, and she asked them too, like, if like will this be an issue? And nothing happened. It's because, like I said, the challenge producers be making up rules as they go along, and stuff like this though, it makes me realize I don't want to make the final. I want to do the challenge for the experience. I'll choose to go home right before because this is torture. This is torture. I just did all this work all day. Now I have to stay up all night, count this goddamn coins, and then the next morning run some second portion. Like, please, you could completely wear yourself out just in the first half of the final and still get eliminated.
And then you're losing. I will say this time everyone gets money except fourth place. First, second, and third place all get money.
Oh, okay, that's tea.
So that's good. But that's the only good part. Shaquille says y'all got to talk about Jenny's complete breakdown. Jenny was having a bad time.
What was even wrong with her?
My leg, I'm tired. I can't. But no, honestly,
the hair was a mess.
I genuinely feel her. I would have been acting a fool too. But also, everybody else was getting mad because Jordan was like, "Oh, shut up!" Like
we all trying to count.
Shut up. Jordan was over it, but honestly,
her body probably just shutting down. Like, I get it, it's a lot, but like she was really just like, the camera was shaking, so it made it look so much more chaotic.
Honestly, I love Jenny for that because they try to get on there and act like people can't be drained and tired out. Like Jordan is responding as if she's just so ridiculous and she just woke up from a power nap. Bitch, she just literally swam miles and then figured out puzzles, and then coming back and she has to sing and count coins. Boy, please.
Because Jordan, Jordan, he can do anything.
Amen. But everybody can't do everything. But that's the thing. She's still doing it. She's just gonna complain on the way. Let her complain.
Why her ass still get first while complaining?
Clock it. But here we are. So yeah, honestly, y'all, I hate to say it. When they stretch out the finals like this, I don't prefer this. I used to like the old finals where like it would be a race and they would go to sleep, and whatever time they went to sleep or made it to the end, that's the time you start at tomorrow, and it's just the equivalent race. I hate the stations, and we're going to calculate the points at the end, and then by the end, if your points add up with the karma points, then we'll determine the winner. Because if we get to the end of this and Tori or Rachel win because of the karma points, I'm just gonna throw up. Because, girl, what are you talking about? They literally got third and fourth every round of each of these stations. I don't care for either of them to win. Jenny's eating it up. Give her win and move forward. Or even Michelle, because she got to win. Like, I don't know. I just don't even know why we're watching Kyland, Rachel, or
this whole first part, because from what I've noticed from most of the finals, they do this little checkpoint thing at the first half, and then the second half is just a regular race. And I know in USA 2, the first season, I think that was a regular race, and so was 2, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
So it's like I kind of just like that format better without all of the gimmicks. Just do stations, have them like you said, have them rest. They leave in the morning at those times. Like, I just feel like that's what's best. I feel like maybe they changed it to try and be equitable. But honestly, the same people are winning. So it's not really making anything equitable.
The stakes aren't as high for me. As a viewer, I care less. This entire episode, I could have skipped because none of it matters. Because next episode, you're telling me they're just going to reset, and then you're going to calculate some karma points that I don't know about. So it doesn't even matter. And then I hate the ones where they reset. I hate when they reset overnight. Because for me, it's like we just watched the entire episode and it didn't matter because you're not going to calculate that into anything. It doesn't matter. And they're not starting in a specific order. They're just all starting at the same time again. What's the point of that? They should always start at the time they finished. Like, this should have been Do the 3 checkpoints at your own timing, and then at the end, whatever time you get, that's how far ahead you start from the other people. And then we're gonna go into the second part of the final. Like, I don't understand this resetting and calculating points and adding them up together. Like, I'm not gagging. Throw it away. Throw it all away.
They're trying to make it like these fun little twists, but it's not fun. It's not cute. It just drags it out. It really does.
Yeah. So in essence, we just watched a whole episode that literally does not matter because even Kyland could win if he gets all the karma points, from what I'm understanding. So there is that. We'll be back next week to talk. What is it? The actual final? Yeah, the actual finale of the challenge. And honestly, actually, let me put it back up before we go. If you haven't noticed, if you haven't seen, we did do our Jersey Shore coverage earlier today. Earlier today, we did our reality rewind. If you haven't heard of reality rewind, get into it because we just dropped our video. So go watch our Jersey Shore recap, first of all. And then second of all, I want to let you guys know that even if you aren't a biggest fan of Jersey Shore and you don't want to watch that, with the reality rewind, we will be watching whatever you guys vote for. Anybody in the kingdom can go and vote for whatever show they want us to watch, and we'll rewind and watch it on our next reality rewind or the one after that or whenever the vote wins. So if you are into it and you do want to vote, we did leave a link in the bio. And in the bio, you can go to our website, click on the link, and vote for the next show we cover for our reality rewind. If you're not into Jersey Shore, like I said, then you can vote for the next one. So go in there. Give us your votes for whatever show you want us to cover, and then we will cover it. It can be an old challenge season. It could be another. It could be a real world season. It could be Jersey Shore season 2. Whatever reality show.
Teen Mom.
It literally does not matter. So if you want us to cover one of your old favorite reality shows, you better send your motherfucking vote in. Okay. Period. We will be calculating votes and tallying them up by the end of our reality rewind and letting you guys know what are the options for our next coverage. So definitely send in your vote. Like I said, the link is in the bio. You can find it on our Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky Bitch, all of that. The YouTube community, you can find it anywhere. Click the link, vote, send it in. Make sure you include the name of the show and the season of the show. Do not say a future show. Don't say the challenge 42. Don't say the challenge 43. Make sure you're rewinding and saying an old show. I wouldn't suggest to do Big Brother, any Big Brother seasons, since Big Brother Rewind already exists. We will definitely be covering all the Big Brother shows. Try to just make sure your vote matters. Because some of the votes, if you vote in some stupid shit, it will get ignored. Don't send us a scripted show. That would be the Scripted Kingdom. You could go to the Scripted Kingdom and comment over there if you would like me to cover a scripted show, a reality show from the past that we have not covered. Do not comment. Do not comment. If you comment, I will not be counting that vote. Kai says, are y'all still watching All Stars? All Stars what, baby? Oh, All Stars 5. All Stars 5, yes.
Yeah, we do All Stars 5.
The fact that we're doing other stuff. We
have to do All Stars 5. Davon's gonna be on it. We have covered. If y'all haven't noticed, we've covered every show Davon has been on. We've done X on the Beach. Go find it. We've done the X on the Beach season. We've done the GOAT. We're doing the Challenge All Stars 5.
I will be submitting
doing her Trader season. Baby, whatever she gets on, we ain't never did Deal or No Deal Island. We'll be doing Deal or No Deal Island. Whatever Davon's on, baby, we're gonna be here.
We're gonna be here.
I don't care.
Okay. But yeah, send in y'all vote. The link is in the bio, like I said. And like I said, if you don't like the show we're doing at the time, that's the whole point of Reality Rewind. Everyone is eventually going to get a chance to watch us or watch a show with us that they love. And that's why we're going to be calculating the votes, spreading them out, make sure there's representation with everybody's vote. So make sure you send it in, lock in. We'll be back next week for the final. Check out our other shit because it's going to be a busy, what is this, January? The Traders UK, Drag Race. What the fuck else?
All Stars, Australian
All Stars, all that shit. Get into it, and thank you for keeping it real with the kingdom. We out, baby. Bye.